You know they're not going to. It's like, I wish they would, but they don't. It's like those sad truths. You're like, why don't you love me anymore? YouTube? Why are you shadow banning me? Did I say something that bothered you? Oh, I know it was. I was giving people good positive news because that's a shame. Give people good positive news and it'll really bother YouTube's algorithm. I'm almost done sending out my wonderful links.
I looky there.
What?
YouTube did.
Oh, they
start. I got a notification.
Did they? Or you? My goodness! What?
YouTube.
He's going live. Oh my god! I can't believe it. He's going live. Oh, this man, he's out of control. he's out of control, guys. I like to think some guy in like YouTube's like somewhere in YouTube's basement. Oh no, the oversized leprechaun started really going in on it today. Oh, I always send out these links, and I'm like thinking, what happens whenever someone's like, I can't stand this mofo. Why is he doing this? Why is he doing this to me? We'll get started in a second. No one's on yet, so it's funny because this is where the video starts. Like someone starts the video, they're gonna see there's all the bloopers, like Blue's Clues, Jeremiah's Terrific Tuesday or Terrific News Tuesday bloopers. Bloopers! Did you know Sprite changed their name? What? Not Sprite, Sierra Mist. Sierra Mist changed their name. No, I'm not joking. Starry. I'm not joking. I was like, I was like, wait, Sierra Mist, what are you doing? They wanted to get closer to Sprite, and so they changed their kind of whole thing, and they changed it to Starry. Oh, we're about to get started. 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 I hope you have fun. We have terrific news coming to you in 4 minutes. If you are already here, groovy. That is groovy, baby. I'm so glad you are. Not like anyway, it really clicks on links. If you did, thank you. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Give myself a round of applause. Hulk smash, Hulk angry. Man, I started early because I want people to have a chance to get on. And so hopefully people have a chance to get on. But if they don't, that's cool too. Like, I'm just like hoping and praying that someone says, you made my day so better. What is that? What is that? That's
Monsters Inc.
Oh my God.
That's what
Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski, you haven't turned in your forms, Mike Wazowski. I really like Monsters Inc. I did not like Monsters University. I was not a fan. Unpopular opinion. Jeremiah, I really liked Monsters University. Well, in times and trouble and times, I don't know what the heck you want from me. We're about to get started. 7:57. We should start at 7:57. Just get started. Just no one's on, which is fine. It's great. It's okay.
No, it's just YouTube.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna start off with a song. I hope that I don't get banned tonight. I see the shadow and I see no light. I'm in the dark on the YouTube algorithm. I'm in the dark. Brought to you by not Celsius. Celsius did not bring you to this, but nothing like a cold beverage of Celsius. Some poor kids watching YouTube. It's like, Joey, what are you doing? I'm watching a man choke to death. It was crazy. He had a Celsius. Mom, do you think stepdad will drink a Celsius? Oh, that's horrible. You know what's going to happen is whenever I die, I'm going to go to God. God's going to be like, I'm going to be like, I have like one question. Like, how'd I do? He pushes the buzzer. Why are you doing this to me, God? All right, we are going to get started. And I wish we had a countdown. We need to have like those papers that says like 50, 59, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 43, 42, 41. And then screamers pull the string. It's like, let's get started. Are you ready for some terrific news? Some terrific news. I hope we don't get kicked out of this classroom. Oh, it's terrific news. Yeah, terrific news. Watching the door, hoping we don't get kicked out. Hey, wait, Fall, do you think we will get kicked out? No.
Nope.
Hopefully not. And Janice says, hi, Jeremiah. How are you? I'm doing groovy. And how are you? I'm great. Let's get started. She said, hey, Wade. Janice said, hey, Wade. I hope you can hear all that voice. This is what is the jingle all the way? A number one customer. What is that? That is jingle all the way, isn't it? I regret. Let's get started. It's 8 o'clock. I hope that you had a wonderful week. Are you ready for some terrific news Tuesday? Well, terrific news. Let's get started with a banger. I'm going to probably repeat it because I'm super excited. I passed my statistics test, my final. I got a 97.5 because I missed one question, but hey, it's 40 questions, and I didn't even know it was going to be the final. I passed. That was good news. That's fantastic, terrific, superly, duperly, awesomely, amazingly, fabulously, superly, great, phenomenally, spectacular news. Jeremiah, can you say that faster? Well, after not by our sponsor, Celsius. Oh, man, I really, really, really would like a Red Bull, but Celsius, it's the spot. Hey, Celsius, if you're watching this, you wanted to sponsor us, I'm not going to complain. Celsius. Okay, anyways. Let's get serious. Thank you, Jada. In other news, it looks like we are full of good news today. If you're ready for the news, I'm ready for the news, and you're ready for the news, and so let's get started. It's always weird getting everything started. You know what I mean? You never know exactly what to start. You never know what to say, and that's okay, because sometimes in life, you don't know what to say. But I got something special for you. It is a recalibration of where we are and how big or small you may or may not feel, which that's going to be towards the end. And I have a whiteboard. And then we have a special guest, which I've yet to tell until right now, our first and final, or not final, first ever guest, Wade Falls. I'm going to pull up a chair and we're going to introduce him. I told him a little bit last week, but yeah, no, he's going to be my first guest. But here's the cool thing. I think after this show this week, I'm going to start trying to find a way to actually have people on the show and share the happiness with them. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if it's going to be like on Zoom, boo, or in person, which maybe in person, or maybe, just maybe we're going to torment some poor little soul out in the world. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I do know what the new competition is going to be, which I'm going to post a short about it later, but I will tell you, it looks like I have one viewer, so I'll tell you right now. The competition is, drum roll please. If you send me to, I'm going to put it in the chat, I'm going to put it in the comments, I am a wonderful winner. gmail.com. If you email me some wonderful news of your life, of you, of something that really made you smile this week, last week, this year, don't care, and you email it to I am a wonderful winner at gmail.com, you will be entered in to win a spin on the wheel. What did he just say? He's gonna bring back the wheel? No, man, he can't. No, never. He's gonna bring back the wheel. I'm gonna bring back the wheel. I heard Jeremiah's gonna bring back the wheel, and the crowd goes wild. If you email I am a wonderful winner at wonderful winner at gmail.com, I just posted it in the chat, just some positive news, something positive in your life, you're going to be entered. And if there are too many contestants by let's say the 23rd, that is let's say the 30th, that is the end of the month. By the 30th, I'm just spitballing it, like I haven't even gone over this with friends, family, kids, wife, nobody, just spitballing this. If you send me positive news about your life or something that made you happy to I am a wonderful winner at gmail.com, you're gonna be entered to be on the wheel, the spinning wheel. And if there's too many people, I'm gonna figure it out. But that's what I know so far, because I'm spontaneous and I'm having a spontaneous combustion. So I hope that you are enjoying. So all the number one starts of Terrific News Tuesday, we are going to go with the number one. Dun, 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 dun. The ozone layer is healing and is actually on set record to heal faster. What did he just say? The ozone layer of Earth, of space-time continuum of our solar system is healing? Yes. Remember that time humanity that almost killed Earth, because we've always tried to kill Earth because we're an apex predator and we get bored? Well, the UN report released this month saying that we can actually pat ourselves on the back, according to Mashable.com, that our efforts to heal the ozone layers by banning dangerous CFC gases. No, it's just because, we were locked inside our houses and nobody can afford a car anymore, and, all that jazz. The ozone's like, oh, thank you very much. Jan says, that's awesome. Thank you, Jan. Oh my God. Our one and only fan. Literally. I actually, Janet, you are already on the spinning wheel. Like, just proclamation. She's literally watched every single live video and commented the most. So proclamation, you're on the spinning wheel. So thank you, round of applause. Anyways, if you are just tuning in, because I see it too, the ozone layer is on track to heal and recover. Now, do you guys want news number two? News for the twos and the twos and the twos. Booze and the twos and the twos, booze, shoot the news. Positive news number two is the bees are coming off of the endangered species list due to the EU regulation outlawing 3 popular pesticides that are lethal to honeybees and were impacted in the colony collapse disorder. That's on top of new regulations that just kicked in, banning all trace amounts of bee-killing pesticides residue on foods and feed imported to Europe and to America, which actually, and by proxy, not the natural consequences, the positive consequences is that honeybees, the populations have risen because we've what is the word for us? We've been conscious of the bees. The bees. That's so sweet. Now, number 3, they really tried to put this on my list. I don't believe it. I still think it's terrific because it says inflation is coming down. That's a big word. Like, I think that was just like that kind of positive, negative. They just wanted to make you aware. I'm going to skip that. I mentioned it because I mentioned it, but I'm going to skip it to the actual number 3. What's number 3? I'll tell you. What's number 3? I'll tell you. I'll tell you the number 3. Or we'll have a special guest first. Hope, what is the number 3? Oh, say, we're in first year of fusion age. What's fusion age? I don't understand what that is. Well, let Jeremiah tell you. The breakthrough of nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion, isn't that about thing? Back in the 80s, they said eggs were harmful for you. Next, in the 85, they said eggs were good for you. In the 90s, they said eggs were bad for you. In the 95, they said eggs were good for you. Are good, but it's a matter of opinion and perspective. But breakthrough nuclear fusion experiments announced by Lawrence Livermore, cool name, National Laboratory a month ago has been compared to the something words, fancy talk. Nobody wants to hear the fancy talk. But they said research is showing where we have some fusion going. Hey, that kind of rhymes. That could be a song. Research is showing that nuclear fusion is a blowing. Someone's gonna go like, is this terrific or is this guy just like off his rockers? No, I'm fueled by Celsius, not sponsored, but you should be. Celsius, if you're listening, call me, baby. That really knocked me off my feet, I'll tell you. All right, I'll go on. I'll be serious. I know that's what you guys are wanting. I want a serious John Moore. I'll tell you, isn't it wrong? Okay, actually, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was talking to Wade Falls yesterday. Not yesterday, last week. Time, it's irrelevant, really. Huh? People, I implore you to go online and to search positive news, fantastic news. Anything remotely, anything that has fantastic or positive news, I want you to click on it. I want you to really listen to the narrative, because if you're actually listening to the narrative, it's like a compliment sandwich where someone's really insulting you in the middle. So they give you some really good news, and then in the middle, they like give their political agenda, and then they cover it up with some positive news. And we were talking about this in the parking lot last week. And in that segment, I'm going to say, Wade Falls, come on down. Everybody clap. Everyone's clapping. Our two viewers, they're clapping. This right here is Wade Falls. Wade, we were talking last week. We were talking about, and if you guys have not yet, if you check out Wade's channel, he actually is a fantastic channel person. I don't know if I can. I'll put it in the comments. If you guys go to his channel, he's a fantastic YouTuber. Just give him a chance. It's not like my channel. I swear, he actually makes like legit content, not like me. That's just gonna dance in a bathrobe and self-care. Get him away, self-care. We were talking last week in the parking lot whenever this was up, and it was another successful week of not getting caught or kicked out of this classroom because, the door was just open and we just sat because it has a really cool background, which this will probably be the last time that we're in this classroom. But I swear I'm going to try to find some better, location. It's going to get weird. It's going to be great if you just hang on with us. But
I mean, we're not going to be coming here because
right?
We're almost done with college.
College? My God, I hate to say that. I was associate. I'm taking 2 classes a semester, so I might be a little slower than you, but the slow turtle won the race. But anyways, I'm going to get distracted. But last week,
Don't we always?
Hey, oh! Last week, you showed me a TikToker.
Yes.
It was a TikToker, and he was like, yeah, I'm throwing shade on you, buddy. Positive. He said he was positive. And then I was listening to it, and he said 3 positive things. And then the 4th one's political. It was
basically it was all based around
it was like, oh my God, like your mom just cured your mom just went to remission of cancer. That's positive news, not whatever your political or social agenda goes for. If you've noticed, I try not to be political at all, because who needs that? If you guys want political, then just watch something political. Just literally go to Walmart.
Hey, you're saying.
Okay, Target. Walmart, Kmart, Target. Ow! Okay. But no, if you guys go on Google and you try to find positive, fantastic news, it's hard, super freaking hard. I was actually on Mashables, and that's where I got my first 3 positive news. And I was like every other one. It was either like COVID or inflation or Trump or some other. It was like, really? Like, that's like, you could say like positive, like that's really. So here's the beautiful thing, and I'm going to give them some wins. Politically, we have freedom. We have freedom to say what we want. Now, I can offend you, and that's not illegal. Like, I could say, "Wait, you're a wonderful person," and like, you could try to sue me. It'd be, please don't. But it right. It'd be one of those situations that you're just like, what the hell? Like, really? Like, I can say anything. And the whole point, the whole thing that I'm getting at is that don't ever let anyone dictate how you think, what you think, or how you feel. And that happens more and more. It's like, okay, so if you wake up and you're in a negative mood and sad mood, here's some fantastic facts. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep for like 10, 15 minutes and wake up 10, 15 minutes. If you're still feeling some groggy, then go back for another 5 minutes. I hit my snooze alarm a lot. You can ask anybody. And if the third time's the charm, if you wake up and you're still in a bad mood, then you should probably call out from work. What? All the bosses, employers are like, no, don't do that. Well, they don't have your self-care or your wellness in check. So check them and just say, hey, I'm not in a good spot right now. And I really don't like, nope, I'm not doing this. And afterwards, after you make that hard decision, because it's a hard decision, then go take a walk or maybe get a journal or maybe like do some soul searching and try to figure out what's going on. Like, are you eating right? If we were talking about anger management, the one thing that they taught us, NAMAS Association, which is National Anger Management Association, would be sad hats. Are you sick? Have you drank alcohol? Are you depressed? Are you hungry? You can break down. It's like, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Ice Cube's like, no, don't do that, son. I don't want that. I don't know why Ice Cube is like British now. But if you find yourself like feeling down, then find something that makes you happy. Like
a mindful minute out in nature.
Mindful minute, which actually is the whole reason, if I don't get off topic, is why Wade Falls, I called him to the stand. Yes, you called him to the stand? Yes, I called you to the stand. Now, Wade Falls, what has helped you whenever you find yourself in times of trouble, as the Beatles would put it?
Basically, throwing all my camera gear into my car that I converted for an overland rig, and
it's beautiful.
Take on off, go camping, and the latest video I posted was of me cooking on a trip that I was on.
Now, what if people don't have a vehicle?
Just
You're like, Jeremiah, we didn't recite this, we didn't recite this, but on honest, what if someone can't drive? If you could not drive, if you didn't have your vehicle.
There are a lot of parks that are around us that you can just look up and go to as well.
What if you couldn't leave your house? Real conversations that nobody ever has.
Yeah, no.
Could you cook possibly and set up your gear outside your backyard?
Honestly, yeah. Growing up, used to just throw the tent out in the backyard and voila, had a campsite.
Which is true. My mom said we were camping. We were homeless.
I
love her all to death for it. I do. Because it was like she turned our childhood, like we were literally homeless, didn't know what the hell to do. It's like she was like, we're going camping. And so we had food stamps. And so what we would do, she'd get cheese and bread and bologna, and we'd go out to the lake, and she had her little station wagon. Thanks, Dad. And we would go camping. Yeah. Which that's no shade towards my dad, because divorces are nasty, and it's not a winner on either side. It isn't. But those are the situations. Now, I'm happy to report that I actually have a better relationship with my dad, and it's getting better. Thanks, Dad. Hi, Dad. And with my mom. But see, that's the thing. Right? I was like, I see you going down. I was like, yeah. Are you cueing me? Like, are we just like slowly getting offline? But that's the thing, is it's like you watch entertainers, you watch YouTubers, you watch influencers, and they're staged and they're pretty. And don't get me wrong, equipment like this and equipment like that, they're great and they're perfect. And I thank you for it. But that's the thing, is if you're going to spend your time with content, make sure that you're filling yourself with something that makes you happy. It's not about necessarily the equipment. Now, the equipment does help keep your retention because we are goldfish, and that's okay. No shade. But find something that like is educating you, or someone's going to talk real with you and honest with you and say, hi, hey, hello, how are you? And Wade Wall says,
throw me on the spot while you're at it.
always. How are you?
I'm well. It's like enjoying life, living life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I wake up half the time with depression.
I never seen running late to work.
Someone says, Jeremiah, did he just say depression? I do. And do you know what I do? I have self-care tactics. I have things that are in place that I write a journal, or I surround myself with family, or it's important to be able to recognize that. And when you recognize that, when you can say, hey, this made me happy, or this is what made me feel fulfillment, and you can do something for someone. That's what I do. Like, that's my job, right? So I work in mental health. I'm not a therapist, not yet. But I make someone's day smile. Like, I have a coworker now, which I won't name drop him. But every time I see him, I say, hi, how are you? And he says, I'm great. How are you? And I say, I'm fantastic. And then a lot of the times, as our society, and it was pointed out today, that is where our societal norms are dismissed. And it's like, wait a minute. No. Are you good? Are you really great? And I've gotten to know his wife's name. I get to know that he has 2 kids. I get to know that, there's more to life than just I'm great. That's not how you get to know people. So I implore you, some fantastic, terrific news Tuesday is maybe when you say hello to someone, say, hey, how are you really? So
you'll find that their answer changes.
It does. If you can break their shell.
Yeah, if
like
you
a
can break
pistachio.
the shell.
It's like a pistachio. You know something's in there, but you're like, I want to break! You guys are like, he's going on pistachios. Hey, today is right. Just get a hammer. I'm gonna turn this into a short. They're not gonna know exactly what it is. Then someone's gonna watch halfway through. I watch the retention rates on these, and like people get like maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and I'm like, I wonder who watches these all the way through. I really do. So if you're watching this, then thank you. If you let me know now that you're still watching it at 27 minutes and 46 seconds, you're going to be added onto the wheel. We're waiting.
I mean, luckily, YouTube didn't shadow ban you this time. They actually pushed your notifications out.
Or maybe they just know that you're in the location, so they didn't want it to seem like they shadow banned me. By the way, side notes, until the next person that comments, because the next person that comments right now is actually going to be added onto the wheel. So that'd be entry number 2. Janice number 1, who wants to be number 2? Anyways, I have a theory that YouTube is actually shadow banning me. I don't know why. I can't prove it. I have a feeling, and I'm going with it. So if you see my content, like it if you like it. And if you don't like it, dislike it. It'll hurt my feelings, but it's something that I need to know. And if you aren't subscribed, subscribe if you like me. And if not, then deny me and say, hey, YouTube, don't let me see this mofo anymore. I'd rather watch someone with a fake dancer. And the lights just turned on. I think that someone might be kicking us out soon. Uh-oh. It's going to happen. Dum, 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 dum. I know they'll be on YouTube. I was thinking maybe it's going to be like a police officer. Hey, kids, what are you doing in here? I'm going to be like, yeah, on YouTube. I don't want to be filmed. Well, you're being filmed. Yeah, you're on YouTube. You're being filmed. Does that count for letting people know?
I don't know.
I don't know. We're at 30 minutes, so I'm going to end with a presentation. Say bye, Wade.
Okay. On my channel.
Oh my God, go visit him. I'll post him in the comments. So we're going to do this. Jeremiah, I'm breaking every rule of probably video ever. Just bear with me. Here we go. Jeremiah, We're going on a trip in a magic rocket ship, floating through the world. Little Einsteins. What happened to the show? I don't know. I know. I'm losing weight. So here we go. Let me get some Celsius. Groovy, Scooby. My goodness. So you guys can see it. Here you go. See it? Here we go. Start with E. If I asked you, and this was actually by request, I'm going to do another video doing this demonstration, but I want to do this demonstration because it's one of my favorite things, illustrations to do. If I asked you right now where we were, so if actually, in fact, I'm gonna like do proxy. So here we go. Bear with me. Thank God we're on a roll. So if I asked you where you were right now, you could easily say right now we're in Tulsa. You can see that right there. We're in Tulsa. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's like, okay, groovy. So if I ask you and I say, hey, so we're in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and you say yes, I said, wherever, doesn't matter. You're at your house. You're at your house in Tulsa. That's the analogy. What we're going to do is, I say, okay, well, where's Tulsa? And you're going to say, well, Tulsa's in Oklahoma. Of course. I said, okay, well, where's Oklahoma? And you're going to say, well, Jeremiah, Oklahoma is in the United States. And I said, well, where's that? And you'd say, don't play silly with me. You know where the United States are. I said, okay, so right now, just point of reference, you're in Tulsa, in Oklahoma, in the United States, correct? You said correct. I said, fantastic. Okay, and where's that? And you say, well, in North America. I say, you're in North America? You said, I'm in North America. I said, fantastic. And where's that? You say, North America, North America, Canada, you got Mexico, you got Brazil's down here. So I guess the conclusion would be we're on Earth. We're on Earth? You don't say. My goodness, you said it, not me. I said it now, but whatever. Here's Earth. This is our home. This is our planet. You, right now, metaphorically, are in Oklahoma, in Tulsa, at your house, in your room, watching this live video on planet Earth, eating Cheetos or whatever. So here we are. This is Earth. This is home. I hope you can see it. Maybe a little bluer. Blue pickup. Okay, there's Earth, right? And as Carl Sagan would say, it's our little dot. It's like a dot of where? I said, where's Earth, man? You say, Earth? Oh, well, Earth is part of the solar system. So we have the solar system. We have all these other planets. You say, fantastic, wonderful. Well, okay, where's our solar system? Well, it's revolving around the sun. It's like, yeah, I know, but where is that? You said, well, the solar system is in the Milky Way, I guess. We're in the Milky Way. Okay, so backtrack. You're in your house, you're in your room, you're in Tulsa, in Oklahoma, on the United States, in North America, on Earth, in the solar system, in the Milky Way. That's it? What's beyond that? It's like, what's beyond the Milky Way? Thank you, Jana. Okay, well, Jeremiah, stop it. We're in space. We're floating in space. Well, what's out there? What's beyond the Milky Way? Okay, I'll go along with your story. I guess we're in a cluster of Milky Ways. Yes, we are. And what's beyond that? Retrack. Re-frickin' track. Tulsa, Oklahoma, United States, North America, on Earth, in the solar system, in the Milky Way. Milky Way is in the cluster of Milky Way. Nebula. Go beyond and on and on. Beyond the stars. Then you find yourself saying, I'm in the freaking universe. You're in the universe. I'm in the universe. Wade's in the universe. Jana's in the universe. And you say, correct. So, Tulsa, Oklahoma, North America, Earth, the solar system. God, I know all you astronauts out there are going to just ding me, but it's the analogy that matters, right? You go on and on and on and on and on, and at some point you say, okay, we're in the universe. We're in the universe somewhere. We're at the all of what we can see of existence. And everything that you're going through, all of your depression, all of your anxiety, all of your anger is in a small little dot. Now, that's not concluding saying that small little dot doesn't matter. It's saying that small little dot is everything to you. It is bigger than Tulsa, bigger than Oklahoma, bigger than the United States, bigger than North America, bigger than the universe. It means something to you. And that's important. Now, people say, well, your little dot's not as important as my little dot. Of course it's not. Of course. It's not going to be as big as your dot because my dot's bigger than your dot. If we're honest, if we're not, we'll say we're selfless. But at the end of the day, if someone cuts you off in traffic, what do you say? If you're late, it's like your dot's pretty important. Now, why is Jeremiah bringing this up? What is this going to do for me? This is going to make your life a little bit terrific. Because the moment you do this and you start realizing this, you realize that was going outward. If we took a telescope, we looked into space and we kept going and going and going and going and going, and we went to the edge of the universe, you, me, everywhere, what would we say? We'd say, well, we made it, I guess we made it, right? What if, just by chance, bear with me. No, what is that? Jeremiah, you said that was the universe. No, that's you. Can't see it. Note to self, green doesn't look good. That's you. Maybe there's a red. If you can see that. That's you. That's your dot. That's beyond. Now take a microscope and we zoom in. Let's zoom in. So, who are you? Really? Well, I'm Jeremiah. Well, what's a Jeremiah? Well, I'm a human being, right? Another little circle. Jeremiah's a human being. Well, what's a Jeremiah? What's a Jeremiah look like? Like, what is that? You were born. They said, "Oh, you look like a Jeremiah, or you look like a Jana, or you look like a sweetheart, or you look like a Wade." It's like, what's that? Well, I'm a person, and I have feelings, and I have a soul. It's like, you are? So here's another dot. What's that? I have experiences. Yes, you're validated. And you keep going, and it's like, you're as big as the universe, and the universe is as big as you. And it's a perpetual cycle. It's the duality. How would you know that you are you without knowing that you are just a small little speck? And anything that you're going through, yes, it matters. But let me ask you this. 5 years ago, where were you? Where were you 5 years ago? You said, well, I was exactly where I'm at now. Were you? Were you really? Wade, where were you 5 years ago?
What was 5 years ago?
No, where were you 5 years ago? 5 years ago was 2018. 2018, Wade, where were you?
I was here doing college. I was the very second year.
Did you think that 5 years ago you'd be where you are right now with a crazy oversized leprechaun lunatic in a classroom having a terrific news Tuesday?
Nope, never.
Never? You never perceived that, ever. Now, if I ask you at home, viewers, whoever, where were you 5 years ago? You talk to me. Tell me. No? You say, hey, I was so-and-so. I was in this relationship. I was having the best time of my life. I was having the worst time of my life. 5 years ago, life was going pretty horrible. Now it's going pretty good. Did you ever think you'd be where you are now? No. Maybe a roundabout, maybe you're a fortune teller, but for the most part, no, you couldn't have guessed. And guess what? That's a little dot. That's a little dot because your problems right now, your issues, your depressions, your sadness, your anxieties, they're temporary. Don't ever act on the temporary emotions. You think about it, you think about it, you think about it. It's like, okay, well, what can I change? Can I change my diet? Can I go outside? Can I change my friend base? oh, I don't have money and I'm homeless. It's like, I've been there. I had too much pride to tell my mom, tell my family at all. Like, I've been there. It's like, what did I do? I kept going to work until something better came up. And I just started surrounding myself around good people. And I started distancing myself from not the greatest people. Not that they're horrible, just we didn't connect. Jana says, I've slept since then. Yes, go to sleep. If you're having a bad day, go to sleep. Wake up. It's like, Jesus Christ, Gandhi, Buddha, Muhammad, I don't care, but you're here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Now, the analogy gets better when I have illustrations, obviously, but what I'm trying to get to is that you are the universe, and the universe is you, just at different empirical points of perspective. If we took a telescope and we looked at a newspaper far, far away, you're going to say, I can't read it. My God, Jeremiah. Ah. And if we took a microscope to a newspaper, you're going to see the little pigments, and you're going to see the little circles, you're going to see where the ink spots went. You're going to say, I don't know what the hell this is. You take it away, you're going to say it's a newspaper. At what point is it the right newspaper? At what point is it the right perspective? Now you tell me. It's like, can you say under a microscope is a horrible perspective? No. Or with a telescope? No. Yes. Oh, hey, keep grinding cousin. Hey, 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 scratch, scream, run. You made Tuesday terrific. My goodness, thank you. Thank you for your lovely comments. But what I really am getting at, I froze. Am I froze? I didn't know I was froze. Am I still frozen, Jana? Hopefully I'm not. Maybe I'll keep going. Maybe it's because I moved my screen. But what I'm getting at is, if you can still hear me, hopefully you can, is whatever you're going through, it's going to be okay. You've got this. You do got this. And if you feel at any point that you don't feel like you've got this, reach out to your safety buddy. Everybody got your safety buddy. I've got my safety buddy. Do you got your safety buddy? It's important. You know, if you don't check yourself, you're going to wreck yourself. And then you're going to look and say, why am I wrecked? What's going on with me, Wade? My goodness. Now, I've probably gone on a little rant, and I've probably lost you, and that's fine. I hope that you get something from it. All I'm trying to tell you is that we're in this together. But for the moment, stuck on Earth together. So maybe we need to get along. Oh my God. Guess what? My favorite color is green. Your favorite color could be blue or pink or red. And guess what? That's fine. Doesn't mean that you have to hate me for it. Or if I say Celsius, best drink ever. Hey, Celsius, you should sponsor me. And you say, I hate Celsiuses. Okay. It's like, do you like pizza? Yeah, I like pizza. Well, maybe we should eat some pizza together, because it's not about the item. It's not about the product. It's about finding those indifferences and saying, hey, I enjoy you and I love you regardless of the indifferences. Don't focus on the micro of the negative. You focus on the macro of the positive. When you focus on the macro of the positive enough, and I'm telling you, it's like your life becomes significantly better. It does. Well, I've tried that. Well, try again. Like, man, keep going. It's like, I'm tired, Jeremiah. I don't want to keep going. It's like, guess what? That's where you surround yourself around good damn people, and you have a good relationship with your friends and a good relationship with your family. And you say, hey, look, I don't feel like I can keep going. And your friends and your family, if they're good, and I hope they're good, they pick you up. They say, what do you need? I have a terrific boss. I mean, a terrific boss. And he was going over the ethic of care, and it was so important. His name's Chancey. I call him Cool Chancey, or Chancey the Great. I do. But anyways, he was going the ethic of care. I mean, in a team meeting, he is going over the basis of caring for one another. Like, I'm dead serious. Manifest your happiness. Yes. Riot Keeper. That's a cool name, Riot Keeper. It's like you go to work and you say, hey, I care about you. I want to be here. How can I help you? It's like, okay, what do you need? I need someone to talk to. I need to go to lunch with you. I need to let's maybe show up early and we can have yogurt and play tic-tac-toe. It's like, I don't care. But you know, there's technology in today's time, in today's world, we are the most connected. There's no excuse. You can text, you can email, you can tweet, you can TikTok, you can Snapchat, you can Facebook message, you can Instagram message, you can send a video out on YouTube, which is currently what I'm trying to do to make sure that anyone out there that feels alone doesn't feel alone. And in some way, shape, or form, you can reach out to me, especially to my email, like I am a wonderful winner at gmail.com, and share your good news. But you're not alone. The only provisions that keep you alone is for you to say, I am alone. Your words make you alone. The moment you say, hey, I'm in a dark place, it's like you say that to a good friend, your friend's going to be like, you serious? You serious? What's going on? Let me get you out of here. Try it. Maybe it'll work. Or maybe you don't want to try it because you don't want that because, hey, maybe life will let you down. But if life doesn't let you down a few times, how would you know what a good day was without a bad day? How would you know what happiness was without a few sad days? If you're experiencing sad days, be grateful for them. So I am grateful for these sad days, not for what they are, but what they will become. They'll become a reference for the good and the great and the fantastic, and especially on Fantastic Tuesday. Fantastic, terrific News Tuesday. I keep mixing it up. We might switch to Friday. Fantastic News Friday. F and F. That could be misconstrued. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to get off here. We're at 46 minutes. This is probably the longest live video. If you're still here, because there's one viewer, I want to thank you, but I want to thank everyone that's watched this. Seriously, I am a goofy individual. Oh, what? Jeremiah, you're a goofy individual? Yes, I'm a goofy individual. But I'm never serious. I'm always sincere. Be sincere. You don't have to be serious. Be serious 5% of the time. No, but be sincere. Sincerely do what you do and be sincerely you. And as my wonderful team leader, Fancy, would say, after you make a decision, own it. It's like, maybe you made the wrong decision. Own it. Maybe you made a mistake. Own it. It's like, oh, I wish you guys could have been part of that meeting. I really do. Like, it was like empowering. Like, I hope my other coworkers feel the same way. If you're watching this, I do. But like, I had to stay quiet because I'm new to the team. I just got switched over. And so I'm like sitting there and inside I'm like, yeah. I seriously, it pumped me up for the rest of the week. I was like, yes, ethic of care. Be mindful. Be mindfully you. Be sincerely you. Stay you. You're wonderful. And I thank you for being exactly who you are. Now, I know that there's none of that, those crazy antics. I'm not going to like tip myself in the chair. I thought about them. But if you're watching this and you liked it, please just be you. And I will see you in actually a remote location next week. Wade won't be here. I'm going on a business trip and I'm going to make myself, I'm going to pop up somewhere live from Oklahoma City. Now, I do have a surprise for next week for anyone that wants to watch. You're going to enjoy it because it's going to help you get on that wheel. The wheel of good fortune. All right. I'm Outie, like a Scouty. Thank you for being you. I think you're terrific. I really do. And thank you for being a viewer. Thank you for supporting this channel. One day, speaking into existence, one day this channel is going to be something bigger than anyone here can imagine. And that is terrific. That is terrific News Tuesday, because any success that I make off of this channel, mark my words, because it's history proof, that I'm going to feed it back to you. I'm going to make a competition, and I have a full-time job. That's not why I'm doing this. So any money, if I do make money, when I do make money off this channel, I'm going to find a way to funnel it back to you like a scheming little crook of wonderfulness with a spinning wheel. And if you don't believe me, then just wait a minute. All right, I'm outie like a Scouty. I was trying to make it to 50 seconds. So we've got 50 seconds of just random weirdness. God damn it, my God, why is he going on like Lil Rain? I don't know. My goodness, I gotta get my little energy out. I'm gonna go home. My wife's gonna be like, "What is wrong with you?" My kids are gonna go, "Oh, Daddy!" I'm gonna be like, "Where's my food? Here, give me a hug." Every time I go home, guess what happens? My kids are going, "Oh, I love you, Daddy." I said, "Oh, I love you too." They said, "Oh, I love you, Daddy." And I say, "Oh, Paw Patrol or Blue's Clues?" It's storming. It's storming outside. Well, weather outside is frightening. It's so delightful. Since you got no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. What? Jeremiah, it's in May. It's not going to snow in May. It's Oklahoma. You never know. Have a great day. Thank you for being exactly who you are. You're wonderful.